GA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the Dolphin first down. On the ground, this is Achane. Taken down at the 42.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
On the street break, this offered to me last game. Same thing. I get over there and they get mad. I challenge it, I lose.
Running right, here's Achane. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Achane, 48 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
No, we changed it.
To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
14 yards. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jackson now. Now he's going to step up and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Finding Walker, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Mitchell. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and goal at the 15-yard line.
Report! Hey!
Run. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
180! Get out! 180! That's hot!
3rd and goal, Jackson. That's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive if they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. He'll dump this off to Achane. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
That's another Dolphins first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Dolphins.
19 tight.
Wilson. Throw caught by Achane. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Achane diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop it, that's what I would call.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
No.
Now
Seven.
into the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
RG. RG, somebody.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
No way.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
Oh, they could cheat down.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Through one
quarter, 14-7 see it.
Score.
Like smashing triangle. No, I was expecting them to catch it because they already had the line covered.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line.
You change it.
Now it's Jackson.
You got a man wide open this match.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No, we change it.
And the Baltimore first down.
Hey, middle.
1st and 10 at the 17.
Back to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Lamar changing the look.
The 2-yard line.
Mitchell is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll take it.
He just paused. You see him running.
Touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The drive starts with a run from H.M. And off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
He's a superstar.
Devon H.M.
He could be actual after this, though.
For the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to strike
But you
here as they
have
are in for
Mitchell.
6.
But I get killed by Mitchell just yesterday. And outsiders.
We'll have to keep watch as this game
Yeah, he
goes
had Mitchell
along,
like
how much
fogged
they
up.
want to continue
And that
to
boy
ride
put
him, because
he
could
put
be on his way to a record-setting
the vibe on him
performance.
where you can't just
And good by
tackle him.
Sanders. And the lead is now
So
20
Mitchell was bouncing off
14.
niggas and then gone.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Yeah. He's breaking every tackle. And fast, but he's
And
break
that'll carry
tackle.
over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
He sort of holding him.
Midfield and into Miami territory. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
13 yards on the play. And the Baltimore first down.
Middle.
1st and 10.
Open man down the zone for
Got it and switched it off and on right to that thing.
a great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back and forth
I was
first
on the
half.
pick because I saw the running back come in.
Locked into a good one here.
So as I stretch it,
21 all the
it
score
take me
as
out
the
of
kick's
position.
away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
The 27-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson.
I can't even throw the ball away.
Down he goes. Mike Green. Credit him with a sack as he buries it for a loss of 10.
I throw the ball away. Look, see the automation right there. They don't let me throw it away.
These offenses have their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Oh, let's give you that, eh?
Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. He's to the 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. On his loop for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
I've been my game there. I can hear it on him. And it was open.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Tell them.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
That's good for a Dolphins.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Achane on 1st and 10. 146 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To throw is Wilson. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
At the 28-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going deep for Walker. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
Look at this.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Jordan Brooks with him. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
When I catch it, I run. They automatically take up the 5, take up 2nd. So I say, might as well try because I have no time left.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
I didn't go out of bounds. The time has been gone.
The game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
They try to get that. It's so slow, man.
Extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fumble.
That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball, man.
Hey, Ozzie, check out.
They go play action with Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, middle. Report. Hey, report.
To throw is Jackson.
Well, they put it on me. They like, man.
Third of the game.
And I'm saying, now they thought about me now.
They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between.
I don't want to argue them do it all day. They put it on me. Yeah, I'll give it a job.
The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Going deep for Walker.
Good.
Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Now this is caught. He hits more. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's good for Baltimore.
You better than run some.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A give here to Mitchell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Jackson hit, and he lost the
ball.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
On the handoff, Mitchell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Once more with Mitchell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
It's third and goal.
No, we changed it.
Jackson now. Going to throw on third and goal. Jackson going to keep it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Hey, middle.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ravens field goal. A 26-yard
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. You think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, giving this one up to about the 35.
That's good for Dolphins. First down. A gain of
Throwing is Wilson.
first down, Miami.
Wait,
And the pressure too much. Down he goes.
I letting the ball go.
Channing Tindall. Give him the credit for the
I letting the ball go.
14 yards. So
I am not holding the ball.
You certainly don't work on too often.
They're not letting me get the ball off.
And going deep for Hill. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
I was in there, right on the play call.
To coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Now he'll
Come
take
on.
it, and he can't find a receiver.
Yeah, it's too much.
Down.
He runs too
Finally
much.
Pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
3rd and 17.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Yeah.
Now Lamar changing the play.
Hey. Out here. 13. Yeah.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
No.
That is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back to their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates.
Beautiful kick.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin
And
football.
they just find them. Yeah. You only remember that
The
team.
Dolphins
Keep
at the
working with
line
them.
ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try.
They got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a give, running left is right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is stopping your linebackers set the edge.
And he'll send Waddle in motion left. There's Wilson to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 32 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out.
I don't check that under. That is a regular play. I make no changes. No, but that ain't I don't check that. That's only a motion.
Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game.
But usually motion is to determine if I am out of the zone. I know.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip.
I know what you was in. Just don't get that so far. My boy, you want to go all
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
What a shot. No, we changed it. What a shot.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
180! What a shot! 180! What a shot!
Jackson now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Yeah.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
They'll run on first down with Wright. Down to the 42, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick
weakest spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now it's Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Easy to be dropping right now. That's in the time to be dropping.
Now it's Mitchell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
You. Hey! Right shot!
Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
But he can catch it.
Taken in by his big tight end. Now it's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's Jackson. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll go down here at the 35. They'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone,
a
few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
13.
Jackson to throw. Look at the big fella go. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Here we go. 1st and goal.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
1st and goal. Now Jackson. Jackson going to keep it.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
180.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeout.
This is something real quick. Oh, that's dropping.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Middle. Set hard. Right shot. You at X. Hey, report. Right on it.
Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are once again back in front. Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down. They'll go again here with Wright. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
He's worked relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Come on.
Take some chances here with the clock winding down. A touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Jackson going to keep it. He's going to look deep for more.
What? He messed up one time.
And he's across for the late touchdown.
Wait, they're beautiful on this side. I switch on your boy. Why? Open. Heck. Take your best.
Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys take a 10-point lead.
I don't be worried about big lead like that. I got that at the end of it.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
I like big lead. I just like I like regulation. I just,
And a nice return.
I just lose and it don't be like, so it is be close for the whole game and then one thing is mess up and then I just don't care no more after that. So.
And they take a knee. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing...
Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I spill Berg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show 'em the